Yep. She's an amazing hairdresser.
Oh,
Oh, there's Rebecca, and I think I see Wendy. It's really fun because I have some of my really close friends on here too. I love all the support.
Hi, everybody. Good morning. Excuse me in my bright orange Unity shirt
I
today.
love it. So Wendy is a principal at an elementary school, and you have to leave early, so we'll have
I
to get
do.
going here.
Yeah.
Um, Waiting a little bit longer. While we're waiting, if you guys have any questions, let's maybe share them right now, so I can write them down. We can talk about it at the end. I have quite a bit to cover today. I know Amy was already on here before, so she's a pro. Amy, why don't you guys introduce yourself while you're here too, how you know me and all the things. Oh, Sandy, hi. You just have to unmute your thing. Yeah. And Rebecca.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah, go ahead, introduce yourselves. Nicole, you want to start?
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we haven't actually met, so hi.
I know we've just been like phone tagging, not even phone tagging, but texting back and forth. But
Yes.
I actually saw you through Instagram,
Okay.
and then come to find out, my niece knows you as well, Kristen from the chiropractor office, I think it was.
Oh, that's your niece. Love
Yes.
her. She's my
Yes.
masseuse.
So, and then I did reach out to you, and we were just, I guess, emailing back and forth about hormonal issues, and I needed to get blood work done. So I did get all
Yes.
that done,
Good.
everything through finally, and my cortisol
We'll
testing,
talk.
everything.
We'll
So
talk. Okay. Good deal. And Amy, you've been a client forever. Say
I
hi.
know.
Yeah.
Trying to think how long. I know. I think I followed. I had a girl, so I was diagnosed with MS, and I had a girlfriend uh, share with me, Sam.
Yes.
Yeah,
Sam. Yep.
yeah. So I had her share you with me on Instagram, and I was pretty sick, so I just followed Debbie for about 5 years.
Whoa.
Um,
yeah,
yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah. I was pretty bad. I had my vestibular thing and then the MS diagnosis. I had a lot going on. I was in
Yeah.
rehab for 5 years. And so anyhow, and then I was like, what am I doing? I just need to hire her.
And you're a success story. We got rid of your MS is gone. You
Yeah.
Hashimoto is better. I mean, yeah, so we have a lot to cover. So I'm just going to say, Abigail, I know you from you're my hairdresser, and I don't know how we met in the first place, but can you say it really quick because we do have a lot to cover, but I wanted to at least introduce everybody. Tasha, hi, just unmute your stuff. And is it
Hi there.
Ramina? Romina?
Romina, you got it.
Romina. Hi, nice to
Yes.
meet you. Um,
Likewise.
anyway, go ahead, Abigail.
Hi, yeah, I'm Abigail. We first met actually. Joel came in to get his haircut, and then he
Okay.
connected us, and we started
Okay.
doing from there.
Yes. Awesome. And Rebecca, we know each other from church. Can't hear you for
Oh,
some reason.
oh,
Maybe turn up your volume a little bit.
yeah. Is that better?
A little higher would be great.
My husband might not appreciate that. He's on the phone.
Or I don't know. Yeah. And it's okay if you can't. I can hear you a little bit. And then Judy, I can't hear you. And Romina, I can't hear you. So you just need to unmute. And go ahead, Wendy.
Oh, hi, everybody. I'm Debbie's friend from church, and she's actually started working with my son and helping him with his health. And
Yes.
I'm next in line. So here I am.
Yes. And Sandy, I love you, Sandy. Yay.
Hi, friend.
Hi.
Actually, I knew Joel before I knew you, and
True.
so we go way back. I don't even know how long we've known each other, Debbie, but
Yeah, long time.
very long time.
And you were my client slash friend, and we got you doing great.
Yeah.
Ramina just left, but I don't know her. She's new follower. Ramina, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. So you just been following me on Instagram.
Yeah, and I love learning all things, holistic health. I've done some work as well. I don't have a whole lot of health issues, but I'm just always open to learn.
Okay, awesome. And Tasha.
Hi, Yeah,
Hi.
Debbie and I know each other from church, but we actually first met way back in our college
Yes,
days,
that's a long
back at
story.
Biola University. So
Yes, yes. Okay,
back in the
awesome.
80s.
I know, I love it. And I've been helping her with her health. And Elvia, you are muted. If you can unmute, that would be great. Judy, let's see your face. Where are you? Um, and Elvia, there you are. This is my client for years, and it's so good to we've never actually like met in real life, which is crazy, but she's been my client for years.
Morning.
Hi, Elvia. We're just saying how you know me. So,
Oh, yes.
okay, let's get started. Jennifer's joining us. If you can unmute, that would be great. We have a lot to cover. I wanted to start with something fun. It's all about the lymphatic system. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the lymphatic system, but it gets rid of so many things. And I've lost some weight recently, and I'm finding that I'm able to keep it off by doing some of this lymphatic drainage. So I wanted to do a teaser with you guys. This is something I'm going to do probably at my next call, but I thought we would do like the 7 lymphatic drainage. I have somebody new on there. Hang on one second. There we go. Okay. So let's talk about lymphatic really quick. It gets rid of pathogens. And you guys might want a pen and a paper because I kind of talk fast and you're going to want to write things down. Gets rid of viruses, puffiness. I know as we getting older, I retain a lot of water, and I know we're all here because of hormones and disruption of all that. And so I am falling in love with lymphatic drainage, and I'm so excited to teach you guys some things. So this is just like a teaser. And believe it or not, it helps you lose weight. So pretty cool. So what we're going to do is I want you guys to take your 2 fingers here. So your middle finger and your ring finger. And we're going to put them, I'm going to put them over, I want to put them over your eyes because I want it to be very lightweight on your eyes. We're not pushing on our eyes, but we're just like a feather, like on here. And this is how you're going to do for like the pressure of what we're going to do for the lymphatic drainage. So put it here. If you notice, you're not pushing down, you're just lightly here, okay? So the first thing we're gonna do is the termini. You can see the 7 lymphatic drainage points on there. The termini is right here. So here's the clavicle.
Oh, we lost you. Oh, there you go.
Am I here? Okay. So here's your clavicle, okay? And right here is your termini. And people always are dry brushing up to their heart. You actually want to dry brush up to your termini. And that's where we're always going to begin and we're going to end. And that's going to keep the flow going. So we're going to just go like this. And it's lightweight like you did on your eyes. And you can do 5, you can do 10, you can do 15. If you're new to this, I always recommend doing less, because you can detox when you do lymphatic drainage. Okay, so that's your termini. And then the next thing we're going to do is the neck. There's a lot of drainage points that we could do, but right now we're just doing the 7. So like if you got a little tonsil issue, this is right here in your neck. And again, we're using these 2 fingers and it's light. Okay, good job. Okay. And then when we're done with that, we're going to go to our upper chest, which is our pectoral. I like to cross and go, if you guys can see me, okay? I'm wearing my workout stuff so I could show you. So right here, your arm, like your sorry, having a hard time here. Right here, okay, on each side. Yep, and we're just gonna go like this. And so this is your 3rd one you do. And this is so good for just drainage. It kind of calms you too, which is nice. Okay, so there's that one. And then the armpit. So some people have like a lot of puffiness in your arm. I always say, do you have a puffy or can you actually see your armpit like a hole? I have a hole. So I say you raise your arm up here and these 2 you leave out, and then you put your arm down and you're just going to go up. So all you're doing is pulsing up. Pulse up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, 5 to 10, whatever works for you. I usually do like 10 to 15. And you're not rubbing, you're just going like this. It's a pulse. There's a right way to do this, and a lot of these influencers are teaching people wrong. So again, you go up, you're holding like you're grabbing. These 2 fingers are out. You go down and you pulse up. Good job, guys. Okay. All right, so we got the armpits ones, and then the next thing is your abdominal. So you're gonna go from here, so you have your belly button, and right in the middle. So if you want, you can put your finger in your belly button like this, kind of funny. And in the middle is where you're just gonna be right in the middle. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing with the 2 fingers. And you're gonna push in maybe like an inch, hardly at all. And you're gonna go in and make a J. In and make a J. Don't mind my puffy tummy. In and make a J. Okay.
So it's
So
almost
this is,
like J, like in and out.
yeah, it's in and you make like a J going up. Do you see that?
Yeah.
So you push it in, but you're not pushing it hard. That's again, lymphatic is like very smooth. You don't have to be pushing hard. And you go in and like, you're making a J up. And this helps with like bloating and gas and all, if you're having any stomach issues, this is another really good one for that. Okay, so that's the stomach one. And then we're going to do it's called the inguinal, which is your groin area. So you can see, you find your hips here, and you're going to be rubbing up towards your termini again. And you want to stand up for this one. I know it's tricky, but you want to stand up. Sorry, guys. Can you see me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So your hands are just going up like this in your groin area. Okay. So that's another lymph node that you'll do. The last one is behind your knees. So here you just, so you're gonna put your hands underneath your knee and you're gonna pulsate. So I have really puffy knees. It's so weird because like I don't have a lot of fluid retention except sometimes my tummy, but I always have it around my knees. I've been doing this and it's helping so much. So you just go here and you're gonna pulsate up. Not hard, it's just like you're going behind your knees. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. That's it, guys. And then you always go back to the termini. I like to cross it. So I go back to the termini and I just go like this. You always end at the termini, okay? So real quick, it's termini. You can do your neck. You can do your pectoral nodes. You do your armpit. You do your abdominal region, doing a J, and then you do the groin area, and then behind your knees. And that's it, guys. And I do that every single day when I wake up in the morning. I usually take a shower and then I sit down and I do it. I do it before I get in the sauna because before you want to do lymphatic drainage before you get in the sauna because then you'll sweat more because you got to move the lymphs. Okay. So anyway, how was that? Was that easy? And great. And hopefully you'll remember that too. I'll send you guys some of this stuff too, like PDFs when we're done. So
Yeah. Before a workout then?
What's that?
Is it good to do before a workout?
Yeah, I do it before a workout.
Okay.
Yeah. And you don't want to do it in the shower and you don't want to do it in the sauna because you want to be dry. You don't want to be wet and sweaty. You actually want to be dry so you can move the lymph. Okay. All right. So that was just a teaser. Let's go into, hi, Jamie. If you guys want to unmute Jennifer and Jamie, I don't see you or,
I know I had some people that they had to work and so they were just like
Yeah,
behind.
no worries. I know I had like 27 people, but we don't have as many. Um, Hi, Jamie.
Hi,
Welcome. We
thank
just did
you.
a whole lymphatic thing, but that's okay. We're going to
Oh,
hit
I'm
the liver.
so
No
sorry.
worries. Okay. All right. Let's do the liver. Um, okay. So, sorry, I have all these notes. Make sure I am ready to go. So the liver makes bile. We know it's the largest organ, right? It has like 500, over 500 functions, believe it or not. It stores bile bile stores in your gallbladder, and the bile takes the waste out to get rid of toxins. So it's one of those organs that is so important to constantly drain. I always talk about keep the drainage going, and then you'll be feeling so much better with your detoxification. So metabolism, you guys can write these things down too if you have a piece of paper. Metabolism, the liver regulates the blood sugar, fat, and protein metabolism. It also balances your hormones. So 70 to 90% of sex hormones and stress hormones, including estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, cortisol, is all metabolized by what? The liver. And a healthy liver keeps your hormones in balance. That's why I always say, if you are struggling with your liver, it's really important to do a liver. I mean, if you're struggling with your hormones, you should be doing a liver cleanse. It detoxifies you. The liver filters out the toxins, chemicals, metabolic waste from the blood, converting them into substances that can be safely eliminated. It also produces cholesterol. So cholesterol is essential for cell membranes. People are so worried about their cholesterol being high. And I'm like, I actually like to see cholesterol high because that's what makes your hormones. Of course, it needs to be in the right ratio. Your immune support for your liver, the liver helps protect you against parasites, infections, harmful substances. It's also a storage for vitamins, minerals, glycogen, releasing them as they need to. So we don't protect our liver enough. A lot of people that I deal with clients have fatty liver. And can you cure fatty liver? Absolutely, 100%. It's diet, it's detoxing, it's doing the right things. So, all right, let's talk about how to support your liver naturally and some things we can do for that. Okay, so do we want a bunch of sugar for our liver? Probably not. I like to focus on whole foods. When I work with people, I give them a meal plan, a grocery list, all the things, but I focus on whole foods, organic foods, unprocessed foods. And I like to focus on doing like some of these bitter herbs, like, it's like garlic and turmeric and beets and anything that's going to help move things along, like your detox pathway. Of course, organic, grass-fed, most of you guys know all that. So it's just super important to keep away from the sugar, the processed foods, and grains. Grains are not always bad. We'll talk about carbs in a little bit. It's just we want it to be in moderation, because a lot of times the white potatoes, the white rices, they turn to sugar and they cause the inflammation. Hydration is super important, drinking half your body weight in ounces. So proper hydration supports the detoxification. I like to add a little bit of sea salt to my water. I do that all the time. I like electrolytes as well in the morning, or a little bit of squeeze of lemon juice. It reduces toxins, so it's really important to reduce alcohol. I'm not saying don't drink alcohol, but I'm even seeing 1 to 2 drinks a week can be a problem for people, because a lot of times people can't get rid of it. So if you can limit the alcohol, processed foods like we talked about, also synthetic like fragrances and chemicals that we're putting on our body, all the toxins that we have. And I can do that sometime too, is show you guys some of the products that I use. But going through your home and really getting rid of some of those chemicals that we've had for so long in our house that we think is fine, it really isn't, especially like candles, things that you're smelling, that sort of thing. Lifestyle support liver regeneration through stress management. That's a huge one, obviously. Getting regular sleep, gentle movement, dry brushing, sauna, And sweating out those toxins is really important. I love my sauna. If you guys are interested in that, I can totally hook you up with a good coupon. So, how many of you guys are dealing with hormone? I mean, you're here for hormones, but how many of you are in perimenopause? So you're like 30s, 40s, you still have your period. Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, Sandy, you're probably in menopause. Yeah. Okay. So, and who's in menopause here? Okay. And we're all struggling. So you guys, I want this to be interactive too. So if you have any questions as we're going, feel free to ask me too. Okay, and then the storage, supporting your health through storage. The liver stores essential vitamins like vitamin A, D, E, K, B12, all the things. That's why I love to do labs, because I like to see where are your labs at, where's your vitamin D, where's your magnesium, and then we can kind of get a baseline where you're at and know what you need to take. I don't like to just take supplements to take them. I supplement them as needed. I think people take so many things and it's just going down the toilet. It's super expensive and you don't need it. So, and there's times in your life where you need more B vitamins, or you might need D, or you don't need any of it. So it's good to at least test your hormones. I mean, that too, your vitamins and all that about every 3 to 6 months. Okay. All right. So let's talk about hormones. I know, Amy, we already did this before, and Tasha, but, let's talk about high estrogen symptoms. Some of you guys are dealing with, why don't you guys throw out to me what you're dealing with right now? Like, what are some of the things? Is it hot flashes? Is it moodiness? Is it just fatigue? What is it?
Low energy, fatigue.
Okay. Very common in perimenopause and menopause. It's okay. This is staying here.
For me, it's can you hear me?
Yep.
Make sure you okay. Cysts, like ovarian cysts.
Ovarian cysts. Okay. And cysts can be from high estrogen and your hormones are not balanced. So that is something that I do with my clients is you can totally shrink your cysts by just balancing your hormones and diet.
I have there to being I'm already like helped, but I had horrific hot flashes and night sweats, like horrible. But now I'm on bias. I'm great.
Yes, we got you on hormones and you're like a new woman.
But
right?
I was suffering horrendously, not sleeping.
Yes, horrible. And Tasha, you had some stuff too that we've been working on.
Yeah, for me, really, it's just the hot flashes.
Yeah.
3 a.m.
Yeah. And 3 a.m. is the liver. So more detoxification through the liver will help that. When people wake up between like 2 and 3, I usually know it's liver stagnation. So anybody else?
For me, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Jamie.
For me, it's mood changes or like swings. I'm 38, so I think
You're in peri. Yeah.
Heavy period, like heavy bleeding.
Okay. High estrogen.
Yes, but I had my hormones tested and my estrogen was normal, but my testosterone was high.
Okay. That makes sense.
DHEAS.
DHEA.
Yeah, that was high.
Yeah. And that turns into estrogen. And that's why you're bleeding.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Anything else?
Blood sugar.
What's that? Oh, I heard something. I don't know. Okay.
Blood sugar.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to talk about high estrogen symptoms right now, and you guys can just go, yes, this is me, or no, this is not me. But weight and fluid retention, weight gain, especially around the hips. I know a lot of us are here because we're like, why can't I get rid of this extra fat around my hips? Water retention, bloating, menstrual symptoms, heavy, painful, irregular periods, irritability, mood swings, anxiety, fibroids, endometriosis, ovarian cyst, decreased fertility, breast and tissue changes. So breast tenderness, swelling, when you feel like your boobs just hurt, that's usually high estrogen. Headaches and migraines is a big one. Also, headaches and migraines is not enough estrogen. So we're going to notice a lot of this stuff you can have either or for low and high estrogen. Trouble sleeping, of course, that's low progesterone too. Fatigue, low energy, decreased libido, cold hands and feet, which can be tied to your thyroid as well, and sluggish metabolism. So that's high estrogen. So low is also, it's so funny because they can kind of go hand in hand. It's a symphony, right? If your progesterone's off and your estrogen's off and your testosterone, it all has to go together. So low estrogen would be irregular or absent periods, light or skipped periods, difficulty conceiving, vaginal dryness, which is always fun, painful intercourse, low libido. Again, it can be mood swings, trouble, that foggy brain that you guys feel. You can't concentrate. You can't put a sentence together. That is low estrogen. Hot flashes, as we know, sleep disturbances, insomnia, thinning of your hair and dry hair, and even like gum loss and your bone loss, or like receding gums, or where your gums are bleeding. That can be low estrogen as well. It's crazy how many things are tied to the hormones, even vaginal pain. If you're like, oh, I have an ache down there, that can be you don't have enough estrogen. It can be you have too much. So it's all about the balance. Usually when I talk to someone, I can just pinpoint it and go, okay, this is what's going on. Let's check it on labs and make sure. I don't always go by labs though. If people are like, I feel horrible, but my labs are normal, then I will treat you symptomatically. Okay. So low estrogen is fatigue, low energy, decreased stamina, cold hands and feet again. So low progesterone, we always think of like you can't sleep. What's that? Oh, I think Judy has her. Are you there, Judy?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Do you want to show your face?
No.
Okay.
No.
This is my friend Judy. Okay. So low progesterone is you have a hard time going to sleep. That's insomnia. After I had Nathan, I became a complete insomniac. I didn't know what was wrong with me. And this is a story, I can tell you my story later, but I ended up going on antidepressants, a sleeping pill, getting addicted to it because I went to the doctor for 5 minutes, told them I had insomnia, and they never ran labs, never checked my hormones, and put me on drugs. And those are the things that it just cringes me when this happens to people a lot, where they get on these medications when they really don't need to. If I just had progesterone, I would have slept like a baby. So breast tenderness can also be low progesterone, headaches and migraines, fatigue, low libido. So it's all kind of similar. I don't usually talk about high testosterone too much. Oh yeah, no, I do have I'm sorry. I meant I don't talk about high progesterone because I rarely see high progesterone. It's just low. Let's talk about low testosterone. What do you think some of the things are for low testosterone? Just throw it out there. What do you think?
Low sex drive.
Yes, yes. The libido is gone. What else?
Does it have to do with energy?
Yes, energy is a big one for testosterone. Yeah, people will start taking bioidentical testosterone and they're like, oh my gosh, I feel amazing. And their energy is off the roof. Also, one thing that's really interesting with testosterone is it helps with muscle tone. So people that are not able to see their muscles, it's usually because their testosterone's too low. Once they start adding in testosterone, and you don't always have to do hormones, and we'll talk about that. They start seeing their muscle tone getting better.
I have a quick question on that. For bio, are the oil, is there any preference like an oil? I hear pellets, I hear all these things.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of pellets because I've seen people really angry with pellets. Like when you have too much testosterone going in your body and you have it in for 3 months, you can't get it out of your butt. They're put in there. And if you have side effects, you can't get them out. And the thing with creams, which I prefer, is you can up the cream, you can lower the cream.
Custom.
Yeah. And then the progesterone pills I think are fine because you can go up and down with that too.
Or have heard of an oil?
Yeah, oils are okay. I mean, I think it just depends on where you're getting it, the compounding pharmacy you get it from. that sort of thing. It's really if what's working for you. There's patches too, which some people do good with it. I just like the creams. So low testosterone can be depression, low motivation, again, that low energy, brain fog, difficulty concentrating. You can see this is kind of going hand in hand with estrogen, right? And progesterone. Big one for testosterone being low is osteoporosis. Also, low progesterone can lead into osteoporosis. That's why I really do love hormones. And I know like some people, like Elvia cannot take hormones because she has some issues that she has with her own health. And that's okay. Some people can't, sometimes taking, if you have MTHFR, which is a gene, and that's a whole nother thing, your body cannot detoxify the hormones. So if you're taking bioidentical hormones, sometimes you get a side effect and you have a histamine reaction. You might have itchy eye, or you're sneezing all the time, or you're having just itching, that sort of thing. Any kind of histamine reaction is usually from not being able to detoxify the hormones. And so I do have clients like that. I can be that way too. Like if I take too much estrogen, my body does not like it. So that's why I like to say everybody's a bio individual and we work with them and see where we go from there. So anyway, if you have not done a DEXA scan and you're over 50, I recommend that to find out, do you have osteoporosis or osteopenia? Osteopenia is the start of bone loss. And there's things you can do. You can actually reverse osteopenia and osteoporosis if you catch it quickly. So a DEXA scan is easy. It's just a scan that they do. And you can even get it in your 40s if you wanted to, just to like prevent. I totally would do that. So, okay. So high
What is that
estrogen.
called again? Debbie, what is the name again?
A DEXA scan.
Okay.
DEXA scan. DEXA scan. It's a 10-minute. There's no radiation. You just do a quick x-ray.
Okay.
Last thing is high testosterone. You've heard of people with PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome. And this is usually people that they get like facial hair. They start getting like a little bit of thinning on their scalp. They have acne or oily skin. Again, they have the irregular periods. They have increased muscle mass. That's why the men are high testosterone. Weight gain around your midsection. So if you have too much estrogen or too much testosterone, that's where you get the weight gain. That's why I really recommend doing a liver cleanse to get rid of some of that excess. Again, it's the drainage. Are we pooping enough? The more you poop, the more toxins you get out, the more you balance your hormones. Okay, any questions with hormones?
No.
Nope. All right, how's everybody doing? Is this fun? It's just so fun for me. I love doing this kind of stuff. So fun. Okay. So let's talk about, I know a lot of you guys are wondering, like, what can I do to balance my hormones and support my weight loss? Again, it is cutting out those foods that are keeping you stuck. So eliminating the processed foods like we talked about. Sugar is such a killer. I never have sugar unless I'm like out to dinner and I have a dessert. Otherwise it's honey or maple syrup, or stevia or monk fruit or whatever. So, it just really, it messes up your insulin, and we'll talk about that. So just cutting out the foods that are keeping you stuck. Breakfast and hunger. So a protein-rich breakfast within an hour of waking helps balance your cortisol, reduces cravings, and stabilizes your blood sugar throughout the day. So including the healthy fats, the fiber, something that's going to stabilize you. So I like to eat. I used to tell my clients, and Amy can vouch for this, is I used to do the 16-hour fast. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I think in your 30s and your 40s, it's like a little bit better to do that. But you don't want to do the 16-hour fast when you have your period. I want you to eat when you have your period and have your breakfast. Those of us that are over 50, that are in menopause, I'm finding breakfast is so much better for me. I feel way more energy. I feel stabilized through the day, and it's protein. So I tell people, if you want to continue losing your weight, if you want to balance your blood sugar through the day, you have to have protein in the morning. So no bagels, no donuts, no oatmeal. Anything that's turning to sugar in the morning is a no-no. Get the eggs in, get the smoothie with the protein powder, get your turkey, whatever it is in the morning that you love. You know, my pancakes, I have 200 recipes on my website. If you're new here, you can make those. And then, you know, I'm not really big into snacking. We'll talk about that in a minute. But if you are going to snack, I want it to be protein because it's stabilizing your blood sugar through the day. One thing that I wrote down that I thought is super interesting on insulin resistance is you eat the food, your food turns into glucose, which is your blood sugar. Insulin releases it to carry the glucose into your cells for energy. But here's the problem. When insulin spikes too high, too often, your cells become resistant to it. That means insulin stops effectively moving glucose into your cells. Then what happens? The insulin stays circulating in your system, becoming a fat blocker that stops your body from burning stored fat. So instead of burning fat, your body starts storing even more of it. The more fat you have, the more you crave the sugar and the carbs. That's why, like, if you have a donut in the morning, you're starving all day, and then you're eating more all day, right? Or in the afternoon, if you're like, you know what, I'm just going to have that Snickers bar. Well, you eat that, and you are starving all day, and you're eating more, and then your insulin is shot. So women in their midlife and beyond, a decrease in estrogen, like, you know, in perimenopause and menopause, is a big one. Poor sleep, stress, snacking often, eating a lot of carbs. And this is why you feel like you're gaining weight and not going anywhere. So I have found, you know, a lot of you guys know I lost my dad recently. And it was just the hardest thing in my life. And I lost a bunch of weight. Just, you know, I think just the stress, I you know, hurt my stomach and all the things. And so I lost about 14 pounds. And I did not mean to do that, but I'm back to my weight that I was in perimenopause. Those of you that are in perimenopause that have your period, when you hit menopause, who can vouch for this? You instantly gain the weight, right? And it goes around your midsection, and it's not fun. So I've been able to keep, and I thought for sure I would be gaining all my weight back because I am eating carbs, but I'm eating the healthy carbs, but I'm stabilizing my blood sugar all day. And I'm doing a lot of resistant training, which we'll talk about. All right. Sorry, I got a little bit off track. Let's go into cardio. Yeah. So I am finding that cardio with my age, I think 30s and 40s, you can do a little bit more cardio than you want to do in your 50s. And because we don't want to go too hardcore, then we're taxing our adrenals, our blood sugar's dropping, our cortisol levels are all over the place. And I think it's better to do a little bit less. So every day I do at least a 20 to 30 minute walk every single day. People are like, oh, I go 3 days a week. Nope, that doesn't cut it. We should be moving our body all day. If you want to lose weight, stop eating at 6 p.m. And then after you eat, go for a walk because you're burning off the sugar. Okay. That is helping a ton. Again, you're having the protein in the morning with your breakfast. You're having your protein with lunch. If you're hungry for a snack, have your hard-boiled egg, grab some nuts, make sure it's protein, have your, you know, chicken, your fish, your grass-fed beef, whatever it is, your veggies for dinner, and then go for your walk. And it's okay to have, if you want, your white rice now and then, or your quinoa or your sweet potato. But you don't want to be having like bread all day long or pastas, right? But the days you work out, have your carbs more. Meaning not the walking, the strength training when you're doing the weights. And the weights are so important to just be building that muscle. So I want you guys to be getting your strength training in at least 3 days a week, doing the muscle training. Okay. If you can't get to a gym, get some 10-pound weights and start doing it. Who's heard of the vibration plate?
I have one.
Okay, great. Oh, most of you. Okay. Get on your vibration plate. I just told Elvie about that. That's fabulous too. So that's just going to get your lymphatic going, which is great. I've also, every time I wake up in the morning, I am jumping up and down every time. I jump, 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 jump. And that you want to, for people for bone loss and for osteoporosis, you want to have a little bit of impact. That's why I like not necessarily running, but just jumping. That's why the rebounder is good. The vibration plate, walking, all that kind of thing is really good. But I just do like 10 jumps in the morning and it gets my blood running. So
Debbie,
yeah,
I have a question. Can you
yeah,
hear me?
I
Okay.
can. Yeah.
What do you think of bedtime snacks? For example, something that's protein friendly, like a hard-boiled egg or a coconut, what is it called? Chia pudding to stabilize blood sugar through the night. Because in the past, I would wake up and hungry in the middle of the night.
Mm.
And I
Because you're
had
not stabilizing your blood sugar through the
during
day.
the day. So I
But
have
yeah,
a hard-boiled egg before bedtime and I'm sleeping fine.
yeah.
But I don't know if that's good. I mean,
Yeah, actually, I do the same thing. Because I take my magnesium at night. How many of you guys take supplements before bed? I mean, a lot of us do, right? So I think I don't like to not take food without, I like to have food with my supplement. So I literally take about this much of a piece of turkey or a half of an egg. So yeah, I think that's totally fine with your supplements, and that's a great idea to stabilize through the night. Because I
okay.
do have people that wake up in the middle of the night and they feel like their blood sugars drop, they feel
Hmm.
hungry, they feel sick. So that's a good thing. But make sure you're stabilizing it all day. So
Hmm.
protein with every meal. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, good deal. So let's go into sleep and hormones. Poor sleep raises your cortisol. So we know that sleep is very important. Are you guys going to bed at the same time, waking up at the same time? That's,
Other than weekends, but yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Rebecca's like sometimes. I know sometimes we have different days. We stay up later. How about you, Jamie? You're smiling.
Yeah. I am a night owl and it's really hard for me to get to bed early.
I think you and I have chatted sometimes at night. So yeah, I know. It's tricky, but I do find that I am sleepy at 9 o'clock. It just like it hits me, and I'm like I'm done. So if you can try really hard to go to bed at the same time and get up at the same time, your sleep is going to be way better,
Yeah.
way better. Okay. So dim your lights before bed, limit your screens, get off your phone, make sure your room is cool for all of us hot flash people, make sure your fan's going. I'm going to show you something really funny. And Tasha's going to laugh at me because she already knows. But I have this fan that I got on Amazon, and you connect it to your phone if you're hot. And it's the best invention I've ever had. So those of you that want a link, let me know. And if you're ever like, it's great for even if you're just like at an amusement park and you're hot. So
That's cool.
anyway, thought I'd show you guys that. Okay, so going back to sleep, we're going to avoid caffeine. So how many coffee drinkers here? Everyone? Elvia? No, I don't think I let you do that.
I don't drink coffee.
Can you hear me, Elvia? You're just so you know, there you are. Are
Yes,
you
my internet is unstable, so sometimes it freezes.
oh,
But I'm
okay.
muted because I'm coughing.
Oh, no problem. No problem. You can mute it. I know we're not drinking coffee with you. So those of you that have autoimmune disease or you're really struggling with your gut, I don't recommend coffee. So that's a whole nother thing that can cause acid reflux. It can cause some acidity in your tummy. Until you heal your gut, then you can bring back the coffee. But I usually go away from it and people's guts get phenomenally better. And then we add it in a little bit. Okay, so snacking, frequent snacking, obviously we talked about that. I am fine with snacking, but you want to space it out. So maybe 3 or 4 hours for the snacking. So if you're having breakfast at 8, maybe a snack at 11, have your lunch at 1, that sort of thing. But when we're having snacking, if you're wanting to lose weight, we don't want to be snacking on a huge thing, right? I like to have my biggest meal in the morning. I'll literally, you guys, have like 4 eggs, and then maybe an hour later, I'll have a smoothie. And I'm keeping my weight up because I think it's just, I'm going to the gym, I'm walking, and so I'm burning it. Because, when you have it in the morning, you're burning it through the day. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And then again, like we said, stop eating at 6 o'clock. That's helped me a ton. Because you want to make sure. So say you get home and you're like, oh, I had a long day. I can't eat till 7. Then go to bed at 10. So 3 hours before, you want to make sure you stop eating 3 hours before bed. Because we don't want to sit with the food in our tummy all night. We talked about alcohol burdens the liver and impairs estrogen detoxification. So alcohol will totally deplete your hormones. If you do have alcohol, how many of you guys have had biotoxin binder with me? The binders? Take your binder. Nicole, or I don't know if Ramya, if you guys haven't had any of that, we'll talk about some of the cleanses that we do. I always keep biotoxin binder in my car. If you have a stomach ache, it instantly takes a stomach ache away. It instantly takes a headache away. So it's one of those things that binds the toxins. It's like charcoal.
Debbie, do you take just one binder at night then?
At night, if you drink alcohol?
Yeah. Like if
I do it right after I have the alcohol.
So.
Yep. Right after you drink it, just pop it in, and you can do 2.
Yeah, so I would. So I'm not for all, but if I have some, is it okay to do like if you like I have a gluten slip or something like that? Because I've been doing
totally. Because that's another thing.
Sometimes you can't control it. I took it with me to Arizona, and I was like, I had a turkey meatball, and it had some breadcrumbs in it. So I was like, I'm here just in case.
Yep, absolutely. If you like I said, if you have a headache or a stomach ache, or if you had gluten or you had something, food poisoning, get that binder going right away. Absolutely. It just binds those toxins. So it's phenomenal. Okay, let's see where we're at here. So we're gonna just talk about detox. Let's see, we're good on time. How's everybody doing? Any questions so far?
No, good.
We're good? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so detoxing is so important. I usually recommend a liver cleanse at least twice a year, maybe 3 times a year. And then the gut cleanse, which is the parasite cleanse, I usually talk about doing that for 2 times a year, which I recommend. So but the first phase that we talk about for the 4-step detoxing is opening up the drainage pathway. So that's where we're eliminating the toxins via the liver, the colon, the lymphatic system, and all these things that I taught you with learning the lymphatic, that's all going to help drain, right? Through your lungs, through your skin, drinking enough water, ensuring that you have enough bowel movements every day. If you're not pooping every day, you have to be pooping every day. Like take magnesium. I like glycinate to sleep. Citrate is for pooping, but there's I can tell you, just message me if you guys need a magnesium. That is amazing for that. We have Bowel Mover. I have one by a company called India that's fabulous. Have a suppository on hand if you are stuck and you are like, oh my gosh, I'm not pooping today. Make sure you're pooping every day because we don't want to get toxics, and you want to make sure they're being eliminated. More water, of course. And then so the opening up the drainage pathway, we do the liver cleanse, and I can send you a liver cleanse for that if you want. Let me know. I know Sandy's done it. How many of you guys have done my liver cleanse? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Amy, you've done it. Yeah.
I do it ever. I wish I could do it more than once a year, but just financially, that cleanse once a year.
Yeah. And I always have a coupon. So let me know if you want that. And then the systemic detox is the gut cleanse. And so when I say the gut cleanse, it gets rid of parasites as well. And I know Elvia has done all that, and that's been phenomenal for her. Amy, do you want to share how the cleanses have helped you?
Yeah, I mean, from the beginning, I started with you, all the things that Debbie's talked about, or the protocol she put me on. So I started with the liver kidney cleanse, obviously the blood work, right? And just matching supplements per blood work, liver kidney cleanse, clean diet, all the recipes and all her suggestions there. And after liver kidney cleanse, then the gut cleanse. And my first time out with you, I think I had to do that for 6 months. I forget how many gut cleanses
Well, you had, yeah, you had MS and you had Hashimoto and
yeah, so I had to do it until there was no more worms. I think
yeah. Yes. Yeah. So if you see worms in the toilet, I tell people you keep going until you don't anymore.
so I had to do it for 6 months. Like, and I
Yeah.
forget maybe 3 sets of the gut cleanse. I can't remember, 2 or 3
Yeah.
sets.
Yeah.
About a month and a half, 2 months to go through bottles. And since then, I've only had to do it, one round, which has been great.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I, went from just a plethora of
But
symptoms.
what are the symptoms that you feel like helped you with? What did it help you
Well,
with?
I had skin issues. Just I had a horrific eczema on my hands. I had, bloating all the time.
You had a lot of stomach issues.
Yeah, bloating, fatigue. I'm trying to remember. Gosh, it's been
Yeah, headaches, I think, too, at one point.
I wasn't a headache girl.
Okay.
But
I have
just
so many clients, so I don't know.
yeah. And but just again,
And multiple sclerosis. We had no more lesions on your brain by the time we detoxed you,
yeah,
which is phenomenal.
3 lesions to none. I had my medical doctor who literally told me, this is a guy who sits in the medical world box, does not color outside the lines in any way, knew I was doing a lot of holistic approaches, went off all of my DMTs, which is a disease modifying therapies,
Yeah.
I went off all of them strictly on protocols with Debbie. And did a follow-up with me almost 7 months, 8 months after I got off the DMTs. And he just said, I don't know what to say, but your lesions are gone. And he said, I heal.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Praise Jesus.
yeah. And I said, then you're telling me that's a miracle, because there's in the MS world, and I'm very deep in the MS world. I'm still very involved with.
Yes, you are.
And I said, there's no cure for this disease. So you were telling me that I'm a living, walking mirror. I was crying, it was so emotional.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't,
Such a testimony.
he wouldn't say it, but he goes, I'm just so happy for you.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm happy for you. And you're like, it's God, and you did the work. It's hard. It's hard work. Elvia, you've gone through a lot in your life, still going through it. She has scleroderma, if it's okay for me to share that. And so we're working with her and we're getting there, and she's trying to not do the medication. And that's what we want, right? We don't want to ruin the liver. Sometimes meds are okay and we got to do it, but if we can do everything natural, why not? So
yeah. It's scary to rip off the Band-Aid, I'll tell you, because in that world, they tell you if you go off your drug, you will relapse. You will be in a wheelchair. You will. It's very scary.
Yeah.
I just prayed and prayed and prayed. It took me a couple of years, and
a lot of fear mongering with the Western medicine too, I know. But no, it's fabulous. I'm so glad you're doing well. And Tasha, do you want to share anything about the cleanses?
Yeah, for me, I didn't have anything really major, but I
Right.
had never done a liver or a
Oh,
she's gone. That's okay. She'll come back. So she had never done a liver or a gut cleanse. And so it's been helping her with her hormones is what she probably was talk about. So,
now,
and,
parasite.
What's that? What did you say?
Oh, I said I did the liver kidney a little bit ago. Now I'm currently doing the gut cleanse again.
Okay. Oh, great. Okay. Good deal.
It's like a lifestyle now. That's how I look at it. It's just part of what I do.
Yeah. Just to keep it going. Yeah, because I was going to say, so after you do the liver cleanse, we do the gut cleanse, then we replenish and restore. So detox can remove, vitamins and minerals. So we want to restore it with probiotics, minerals, that sort of thing, food. And then we balance your hormones. Once the detox and restoration is complete, we work on balancing your hormones, your thyroid, your estrogen, progesterone, all that using your blood work, whether you're on bioidenticals or not. How many people are on bioidenticals? Yes, and a little bit. Okay. So for bioidenticals, you don't have to go on them. Hi, Tasha. She's coming back. Sorry, Tasha, did you want to just finish up? I don't know what happened to you.
No, my battery died.
Oh,
Sorry. I wasn't paying attention.
that's okay. Anyway, I kind of shared that your hormones got better.
Yeah, and the other thing I just wanted for like just to be over, just because I knew I was, you know, in the menopause stage, and I just want to be totally healthy. I don't have a lot of health issues, which I'm
Yeah.
very thankful for, but I wanted like a clean slate, and I'd never done one, so that's why I also wanted to do it, and to just get to just tweak things so I'm 100%.
Yeah,
You know,
totally.
as good as I could be. So that was my
Yeah.
motivation too for doing it for some of you who don't have a lot of issues. But you know, Debbie and everybody else says, you know, if you have a pulse, you have a parasite. And
Yeah.
I've done a lot of traveling. I used to love sushi, which I don't eat sushi anymore, and
Right.
things like that. So I knew I had, I probably had some. So I just wanted to rid them completely so I wouldn't have issues start popping up as
Right.
I'm heading into that menopause.
Yeah. And I applaud
stage.
you. And,
So-
and Tasha's a nurse, so she sees a lot of this Western medicine stuff. And so I love that you are so aware and so on it and want your health to be better. So,
well, and why not be proactive when you can too?
Yeah.
So, and just starting out with even some of the just the healthy eating and just, you know,
yeah.
the weights for some of us that are
Yeah.
in
And
over
you lost
50.
weight too. You lost some weight too.
And that was the other thing that happened. I think like it was around maybe December or January. All of a sudden, I was feeling really good. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I've gained 2 pounds this month. And then I hadn't changed my eating, and I eat very healthy,
Yeah.
all grass food. I mean, everything that Debbie said, I've been doing that for a while. And I was like, gained 2 pounds. Next month, another 2 pounds went on. Next month, another 2 pounds.
Yeah.
It was 10 pounds.
Hormones.
And I was like, what in the world? And I walked every day. I was
Yeah.
So for me, I realized, okay, yeah, I need to adjust some things a little bit with my hormones. And then it came off, and now I'm back to where I was, and I haven't added anything.
Yeah.
But so those were kind of some of the things for me, but really it was just being overall just wanting to just boost my health and be the best that I can be.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's phenomenal. Yeah, that's great. Good. Anybody else? Abigail, you have a story. Do you want to share anything about what you've gone through?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I was diagnosed with thyroid cancer when I was 26 and had 2 malignant nodules. And I just decided to go the holistic route and not do surgery. And
Yes.
it's been a long journey, but as of right now, I'm down to 1 nodule that's half in size and no blood flow to it. And so
Yay. That's great. Yeah, and you've put your work in too. You've done lots of liver cleansing, lots of cleansing, parasite cleanse as well. And I know you've been doing really well. And you just got married. Yay! Such a blessing.
I did have a question though. What do you do for liver cleanses? Is it like a supplement protocol, or how do you do it?
You mean for Cellcore? Or
Is it Cellcore, like your liver cleanse? Is it
Yeah.
Cellcore?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So with Cellcore, we do the kidney and liver support. Now it just depends on the person. So I really love TUDCA, TUDCA. It's all on my website. Message me and I'll send you the links. I have you guys here, so I'll make sure I send it to you. But you do TUDCA, biotoxin binder, CT minerals. If your brain is not working great, mitochondria, and you feel a little foggy, I like the BCATP. So it's a liver cleanse on my website, and I always have Cellcore 20 right now for the coupon. But I really like the TUDCA for hormones, for drainage. The kidney liver support is phenomenal too, but I've gotten Judy's, I don't know, Judy, if you're listening here, but Judy did the TUDCA. Are you able to unmute Judy and tell a little bit about what happened with you?
Like TEDCA by itself?
She did TUDCA. I don't know if she's not, I don't know if she's tech savvy, but anyway, yeah, so TUDCA.
Okay, I'm here.
Okay, so Judy, can you share what you,
Figured this thing out.
yeah, remember you did the TUDCA and the binder. Tell a little bit about your experience.
I
I don't know. From the minute I started taking it, maybe the next couple days, I didn't feel bloated, that's for sure. I wasn't bloated like I was before. It felt
Yeah,
really good.
good. You were sleeping better, you said,
Yeah, I
energy.
was sleeping a lot better.
And
Just trying to
I think it was your energy too, right?
use my energy. Yep. I
Yeah.
had more energy. No, I really did love the Tudka
Yeah.
during
So
that cleanse.
TUDCA biotoxin binder minerals is if you want to go basic, that's what I would recommend for a simple liver cleanse. Especially for women, I think it's phenomenal. So I do that, and then I do the gut cleanse, which you know, Abigail, is the para 1, para 2 biotoxin binder, because you've done that, right?
I
Yeah.
have, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So
Well, how do you feel
anyway,
about the castor oil? How do you feel about like the castor oil?
I love castor oil. I love it. I'm actually gonna I have the company Queen of Thrones is sending me their new it's a mascara and an eyebrow it looks like mascara, and they're sending that to me. But I love castor oil packs for the liver. I do it every single night.
Okay.
You put it on your liver. So, right side, right here.
Huh?
I just put it right here. And then I'll rub it all around and I stick it into my belly button because it makes you poop in the morning.
Wow.
And then when you're laying in bed, you can put a heating pad on as well, and that's going to help drain everything.
But it
Oh,
has a little pad that goes over it, right? So it doesn't
yeah,
have oils on
pad.
your.
And if you guys need to go, I mean, we are definitely over time. So, I mean, I'm happy to keep talking. But yeah, you don't have to put a pad. I put a dirty shirt on every night.
Okay.
And then I'll put my heating pad on here. You don't have to do a heating pad either, though. You can just let it go all night long, or you could do 20 minutes like watching TV, that kind of thing. However you want.
Castor oil. How, like a teaspoon? How much?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't measure. I have it in a squirt bottle. So I just do like one squirt of it and I just rub it
Not a
around.
ton of it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I fill my belly button with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a question I forgot to ask you last time.
Yep. I love that. And I love my not rebounding, jumping up and down. I love the vibration plate. And then I'm so into what I just taught you guys. So do that every day. You can do that twice a day. And I would love to sometime I'm going to do a whole class on it because I'm really getting into it. So I'm just seeing a big difference in fluid retentions because, we all get that bloated belly. Anything else? Any other questions?
I just have a quick question about detoxing. You're talking about the liver and kidney, but what about the gallbladder? Would that
The gallbladder, yeah, so we have a gallbladder, the liver and gallbladder lymphatic drainage. There's the drainage activator. So all that's going to hit. Are you talking about for the cleanse? That's all going to help for the gallbladder.
Okay.
Yeah.
would
Yeah. Olive oil is good too for that. If you want to drink a little olive oil in the morning with lemon juice,
Okay,
you
yeah.
can just do a little olive oil and lemon, and that helps the gallbladder too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we get pain. So
Yeah. So you need to do the lymphatic drainage on that.
okay.
Start doing some movement there. But I would probably do the kidney and liver one for you then. KL support, biotoxin binder, and that's going to help the gallbladder.
Okay. Perfect.
Can we take the TED cut daily, like for long term?
You can. Yep.
Okay.
That will
And
just
with
keep
the
your liver.
minerals,
Yep. Minerals you can take every.
Every-
I recommend
it's
minerals
pretty-
every day. Yeah.
for that mineral one that you have though, do you know what minerals are all in there? It doesn't, I can't,
Yeah, it doesn't
think it
say, but
said.
they told me it's like 72 trace minerals.
so
and
trace. Okay.
Yeah, and what's different about Cellcore is it has humic and fulvic acid in it, and the humic and fulvic is what drives into the cells and helps detox better, is how they explained it to me. So
Okay.
that's why Cellcore is so good.
So
yeah.
does it have some magnesium in it too?
No, I mean,
Okay, no
yes, but
magnesium?
you definitely, it might have a little, but
Okay.
you have to have magnesium on top of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Nope.
Debbie, did you
Do you think for TED cut, good to take 2 capsules a day?
One in the morning, one in the afternoon. You don't want to take it too late in the afternoon. Some people get a lot of energy with it.
Okay.
So yes, 2 a day is perfect. If you want to maintain it though, maybe 1 a day. I
Okay.
don't think you'd need 2 if you're going to do it every day.
Yeah.
Debbie, did you happen to record this for the people that were working? Because I know the people last night at church that I talked to, they were like, I'm gonna try, but I just don't know if I can at work.
Yeah, it's all recorded. Yep.
Yeah,
I
excellent.
have there's like 20 people that didn't come on. This happened last time. People get busy. That's okay. And I have many people that asked me to record it. So.
And she just, the one that had jumped on, and then she's like, it's too much at work and I can't. So she jumped back off.
Okay. No worries at all. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I wanted to do this free because I want to bless you guys. And I want, a lot of times people can't afford these kind of things. And if you just buy my cleanses, I make money a little bit, not much off of it. And that helps me. I'm not in this for the money, obviously. So, but if you guys want to share with your friends about this, and if they ever need a health coach, if any of you guys need me, most of you guys are already using me and know my stuff, but that would be great. So yeah, I hope this was informative.
Very.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I love all of you, and let's be in touch. I'll let you guys know when I do the next one. Any other questions before we go?
No, thank you so much. How do you find the recorded one, Debbie?
So I think I'm going to download this on YouTube.
Okay.
I have a YouTube channel. I don't know if you know that. I mean, Amy, you're on my YouTube channel.
Well, I guess I should check it out.
Yeah. I have your testimony. I think I have Sandy's testimony on there too. Sandy, do you want to share how I helped you? That was pretty miraculous.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, it was a while ago, but I was having tons of like allergy issues and like I didn't even realize it at the time, but I was, in perimenopause.
Yeah.
So it was funny because like when Debbie helped me, we had like a couple of specific things that we were working on, but it ended up helping me in so many other ways too, which is amazing.
Yeah.
But I think that for me, your education on, labs and the lab work that you get where, a typical doctor is only going to get like the little set. And so it was super educational for me on how much you had, drawn and could really, narrow down everything. And so, and your recipes, your pancakes are, I make it for company all the time.
Which ones? The almond butter or
actually you have 2. I love both of them.
Okay.
So the almond butter one is my favorite.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So
that's great.
You helped me in multiple ways.
But do you remember what was really great with your histamine? Do you remember she had a lot of allergies and you were like itching and you were having like sneezing, you were having allergy attacks. Mm-hmm. And we got rid of some histamine foods and you're like, I'm all better. So,
I know that was huge. And it was funny because there are things that I didn't even realize were, contributing to it and triggering it. So
yeah. Histamine is a big issue. Elvia really deals with that. Scleroderma is a hard one because it attacks your skin and it makes you itch a lot. And so we're getting her off of the strawberries. So histamine foods would be like strawberries, spinach, bananas, nuts, almond butter. Sometimes almond butter can just be, almonds aren't exactly the best because they have lectin. So it's the skin that can cause irritation. But yeah, the histamine foods are tricky, especially I'm sure Sandy and Elvia have the MTHFR gene, which is, have you guys heard of that? MTHFR. Yeah. Amy, you're blurred for a minute. Yeah. So that's where your body cannot detoxify well. So I have a hard time like cleansing and detoxing and I get more side effects when I do it because I can't get rid of it as fast. Anyway, we can talk about that another time, but yeah, your story was amazing on that, Sandy. So yeah.
Said too, as far as like just your knowledge, it's so vast. I mean, it really is like work knowledge, and you know that I have a functional like MD. So he's an actual MD
Yeah.
that does Western Med, but also has his own compounding pharmacy. And you know, like at kind of working with,
Yeah.
I would come to him with things you said, and he'd be like, I didn't even think about that.
Oh, that's sweet.
Her protocols and just her thoughts, and was
Oh.
super welcome to it. And so that just shows this is a man who went to medical school and helped line out.
Oh.
And so for those that don't, like, she really knows her stuff. I mean, really does.
That's really sweet. I don't know if you guys know my story, but I've been through hell and back. I mean, Sandy knows I've had my share of health, and I think because I've had so much trauma and health issues, I've had to dig in, and I had to go through the pain to help you guys.
Perfect.
And unfortunately, so
Well,
but
God,
I love it.
yeah,
What did you say?
that God has used you exponentially for sure.
Oh, thanks, Amy. You're so sweet. Yeah, it's really the glory to God, because without the Lord, I don't know how I would have gone through everything I did. But yeah, if you're new and you don't know my story, you can go on my website and kind of look through. But I had a lot of stuff happen, but I love to keep learning. I'm all about like education, and I'm like, oh, I should go get my naturopathic license, but it's way too much work right now. And I pretty much do everything a naturopath does now. And I'm like, yeah, well, forget about it.
That's what I was like. There wasn't anything more he could do that you weren't already doing.
Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. Well, thank you guys. This is so fun. I hope it was informative, and message me if you guys have any questions. Nicole, let's get you on the calendar.
Ma'am.
So
Yeah, definitely.
do it. And Rebecca's new, and I know Jane. I mean, I know you guys, but we haven't worked together. So if you ever need my help, I'm here for you. And hopefully, these are hard to do because I had so many people sign up and they don't come. But you know what? Who's here is supposed to be here. So yeah. All right. God bless you guys. I think I'm going to get going, and this was fun.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
Bye.
You're welcome. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Okay.